right, there we go. Hey everyone, Richard Carlton here. Welcome to another great day of FileMaker training at fmtraining.tv. I'm the creator of fmtraining.tv, where you can learn all about the FileMaker platform and learn how to build better FileMaker applications for you, your customers, your organization. This broadcast is completely free to everyone and is being broadcast in high definition to Discord, YouTube, and to Twitch. This broadcast is being recorded, which is really great. Of course, we might clean up the recording a little bit, so if we make a malfunction during the live stream, then of course we reserve the right to clean that up on the recording later on. However, because it's a live broadcast, we encourage you to ask questions. In fact, some people get aggravated when there's this dialogue with you and we ask questions. We want questions. If you have a question, odds are other people have the question too. And so I want to thank everyone for logging in, Ken and TK and Dave One, Dave Learning, Ed, Elzo, Carol, Jake, Mike, all of you, welcome once again to another great broadcast. Now, as a reminder, if you want to check out the upcoming broadcast, go to fmtraining.tv, press the left tab for the live button. You can see the upcoming broadcast schedule. That's pretty awesome. Additionally, if you want to help support this channel, right? We always say this, this broadcast is brought to you by fmtraining.tv, bringing you the greatest and the most entertaining FileMaker training videos available. So the idea is that if you want to help support the channel, make sure you check out our on-demand video bundles. We have videos that cover the latest version of FileMaker. We have videos that cover the deploy course. In fact, we used to sell the courses individually. Anymore, it's just much simpler to sell a complete bundle for a low price. We do this on an annual basis. So if you buy one of the bundles, that really helps support the channel. It ensures that we can keep coming back every day because this broadcast actually takes a lot of money to run. The people here don't work for free. All right, so Nick, we're going to transfer the flag to you. I'm turning off my video. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go. Can you hear me well?
You look great. You sound great. It's awesome.
Okay, so thank you. Welcome everybody to this new course that we are going to do, like 4 days in for value list. So I'm very happy because this kind of webinar where we are going to talk about something that is there since day one in FileMaker. You know that FileMaker 1. I'm not talking about FileMaker Pro. I'm talking about FileMaker 1. Did have this value list system and never changed since. So it's kind of a very old technique, very old feature into FileMaker. But I'm very happy to. Can you hear me? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm very happy because it's a time where like Richard and I and many of other people, we are what we call veterans in the FileMaker community. People there since day one. People using, I'm 50. I'm using FileMaker. The first time I used FileMaker, I was 16. So that to give you the length of usage we have in using the product, and of course we learn how to use those things to our advantage, and how to optimize using those things for our advantage. Value lists are extremely powerful, and they are extremely undocumented, let's say, and that's the problem. When you have a very wide topic like value list, and you have very narrow and very little documentation, and you can find documentation or here and there on the internet, stuff, but you never had a course like we are going to do today, where we are going to talk about everything from the beginning to the end. So it never happened that in one course you will get all about value lists in one course. It's never happened. You can cherry pick here and there, and most of the time you don't know how to figure out because you cannot put A and B together because they are separated. So we are going to do the A to Z in this course. Okay, so Value list is a wide topic, and that's why we are going to do that in 4 days. And I hope I can cover everything in 4 days, because we will get a lot of questions. And if you think you are an advanced user and you want to skip what I'm going to talk right now, you're mistaken, because I'm going to show you things that you don't know, even if you're advanced. Okay. So, and that's a good thing about it. So let's start sharing my screen right quick. And so share screen number 2. Okay. So, so you can see my screen. And so here what we are going to do today, we are going to start slow, okay, with the value list. And we are going to increase slowly, and I'll try to keep track on everything. So because there's a lot of topics to talk about. But first, it's a very complicated topic. So first, I want to explain what the value list. What is the value list? Okay, a value list is a list of items like this, okay, and or like this. So you can define a list of items that you can select here. Let's say RC Consulting. You're not at Richard. You're not at Claris yet. So let's say RC Consulting. So you can select something in the menu like this. But of course, you have many other kind of presentation. So you have the value list, okay, like this. And but you can have a drop, let's say a checkbox set, okay. So it will look different. So you can select multiple with the checkbox, or it can be a radio button. So the radio button is one, eliminate the other choice. So it's one choice possible, okay, not two. Checkbox is 2, 3, 4, but okay. And you have a drop-down menu. So drop-down menu, you can just click on and you have this, but you can enter something else. Okay. This is a pop-up menu. You have no choice but choosing this. This is a drop-down, and of course you can get the drop-down to drop automatically when you click on the field, or you can have an arrow on the side here, and you get the drop-down only if you click here on the arrow. Okay. So this is a value list. Okay. So, but I'm not going to explain. Those have been covered by many people, and we have many courses, and so I'm not going to cover how it looks, how to present the format of value list. I'm not going to talk about that, but I want to remind you what a value list is. So you define value list. So you open the value list here. Okay. So I have a button here, but you can go to File, Manage Value List. That's the same. Okay. So you can open value list, and so you have many kind of value lists. So let's create a new value list. So you have 3 different value lists. Okay. 3 types. The first, the most common and the default. Well, you saw where I create a new one, and by default it comes to this one. Okay, it comes to the custom value list. So what the custom value list is, just you type what you want, whatever you want. Nick, Rick, Mod, I don't know, Joe. Okay, so you type you type whatever you want here, right? And you have this available to you, right? So you can just go there and apply this to the names, right? So you can have a drop down list, and you can say, I want this one, right? So now this is available to you, right? So this list, and you can just go and modify and Peter, and you add another one, and just adding another one. Now you have Peter, okay? So, and of course, the custom value list here shows in the order you choose. If you want Peter here, and if you want Joe first, okay, here you go. So now the order changed completely, Joe and Peter, right? So you choose the order you want. Okay, this is on the custom value list. Okay, on the custom values. Custom values. Custom means you do. So you have things you can do if you want to play with this. You can add a separator if you want. Okay. So you can add a separator. Okay. And so like this. So here I have a separator. And so if I go to the value list here, I'll go to priorities. The separator is this. So let's say in my name here, so let's say names. In my name here, I want Joe, separated, Nick and Rick, separated, and Peter and Marge, right? So I put two separators, so now I have my two separators, okay? So you put that like this to have a separator. So this is how you play a little bit with the custom values, right? So this is one type of custom value list. You enter what you want, and you got the list. Now we have another type of value list that we don't use much, but I want to talk about, and then this topic will be over. It's the value list from another file. Okay, so you have another file. So this is coming. Okay, this is the proof. This is a proof that this value list stuff is old thing. Okay, because back in the day, before FileMaker 7, we couldn't have multiple tables. One file equal one table. Okay, this is what FileMaker before FileMaker 7. So if you wanted a value list that from the data from another table, it was like going to another file. And that's why we have this ability to have another file, like here, I have another file. I have this file here. Let me show you. I have value list 2. I have those files. I have those department. In another file, I have those departments. Okay. But I want those departments inside this, right? So if you want a value list like this, you can do a link in the, you can go there, establish the link, but it's complicated. If you just want a value list that exists here, you create a value list, right? In this file, you create a value list in this file, right? And you are going to bring this value list in this file here. So how you do that? Easy. You go, so you need to go to, of course, you need to go to the external data source and link those files, those link value list 2 in this file, right? So once that's done, you can go to value list and you can just say, okay, in the file value list 2, I want the value list department, right? And of course, if you go to this file and you create another value list, value, VL2, and you create another value list VL3, okay? If you do this, now those value lists are available to you. So that's a good technique also. If you have a system with multiple files, and let's say you have a logic to get a value list in this file, you have all logic and you have plenty of things, but you want the value list to work on this file. Just you go and you bring it up with this system here, right? So, and we call that inherited. It's an inherited value list. That means this is the terminology of FileMaker technology. Inherited. So you go from another file and you inherit it to the value list from that file, right? So this is topic I want to get out or want to get away. So I talked about that. So do we have any questions so far?
I don't currently see any.
Okay. Sounds good.
But I didn't even know you could do that. So that's cool, by the way.
Okay, cool. So now let's get a little bit more crusty, okay? So the value list, so far, I show you that the value list can be, a value list can be a pop-up menu, can be a drop down, right button. But a value list can be much more than this. A value list can be this. This is a value list. So how is it possible that this is not something that exists? This is not something I can go, unfortunately, and I'm saying that loudly, unfortunately, we cannot say, oh, by the way, I wonder, I want this, I wonder this to be formatted like this here, here we have the choice on this, right? But I don't have the choice on this. This is a pure conception. It's a conception. I'm using a value list inside what's the name? Button bar. This is a button bar. I have a toggle. See, I have you see. So I have a toggle. This is a toggle, and so I have a custom style here. A style here for a toggle. It's a button bar. But inside each segment here, I want something coming here. So here, I have this active, inactive, disregards, right? So I have them here, the value lists, right? They are here. So if I change this to valid, for example, if I change this to valid, okay, now it's valid. See, I changed it. So it changed with a value list, right? So how that works? It's simple. A value list can be hijacked in a calculation. Let me show you this. I go there, I go to Data Viewer, and I want to show you this, okay? So I can get the content of a value list as a list of values in a calculation. So I want to show you this. It's value list items. Okay? So we have a function. This is not a custom function. This is the FileMaker function. You find it here. You find it's well hidden. Good job for that FileMaker. It's well hidden. It's there. So it's a FileMaker. It's in design. I don't know why design. Okay. It's in design, and you have a value list item kind of function here. Okay. So let's call it value list item. Okay. And file name here, it's an option to go to another file. I could go to my another file to get. So I put the file name here, but I don't care. I want the current file. I want the current file name. So to do this, you just say quote. We don't care about that. But I want the value list. I want here the name of the value list. I want here the name of the value list, right? So the name of the value list is status. Status. Okay. So I think I did a mistake here. What's the name of this value list? Status, right? Status. Okay.
Did you
did I spell it well?
It's spelled,
yeah.
it's spelled the wrong way.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, status. So I have it, right? See, I get, if I want priority, I have it. Okay, I have a value list of the priority, but what I want is status. So I have this. So now the value list is something I can get into a calculation. So I have the values working, but I have the calculation here. Okay. So now this is available to me. So what I can get is this. I can do this. Get value, a list of values, which is the value list, and I want the 1 or the 2 or the 3. 1, 2, 3, right? You see, so I can get what I want. I can cherry pick one value of a value list based on the number of the value, because they are all, they are here, right? I can say, oh, by the way, how many values I have, a value count. On this, I have 3 values, right? So now you know how I did this, right? I gave up the recipe here. So I have a calculation. So here, okay, something I want to tell you, because many people say, oh yeah, I don't like it because he showed calculation. I cannot see. Okay, yeah. Something else that FileMaker has very good, and this is something I love from FileMaker. Show sample data. This is cool. This is super cool. Ta-da! I know what it is. I am in browse mode. I'm in layer mode. I'm not in browse mode. But I can see what it is, right? It's no longer showing me what the name of the field. It's showing me what I don't like FileMaker, and I'm getting loud, is why this is here. Why I don't have a button show, click here. Show height. FileMaker, I want a button here that says show data, show sample. No, don't show this. Why here, and here? Why? Okay. That being said, it's my minute of yelling. So that being said, I can get my show data here. Okay, and how I get that? Okay, it's like I did. Get value of the value list item, right? Status. I want the first here. I want the second here. And on the third, I want the third. Same on what the action of the button is doing. The action of the button is setting the contact status field with the value 1 of the value list. Here, the value 2 of the value list. Here, the value 3 of the value list. So now I get the thing working automatically. If I'm showing you the status field, status field. If I'm showing the status field, oops. If I'm showing the status field, inactive, disregard, see, this is the button that sets this field. Okay, custom. I think I have been stupid doing CF or SQL to get this before. Yeah. Stupid, no. Moki said, I think I have been stupid of, like using SQL for that. This morning, I did a demo to somebody, a friend of mine, and I pretty much removed. I eliminate a script, 200-line script with a crazy, insane SQL in 10-line scripts. Okay, so yeah. Show sample. Seriously, I have never seen that before. See, is there? I'm happy. I'm happy because you guys are there forever, and you don't even know that. Without this, it's great. It's great. But look, it's great. It's great. The sample data, I'm using that all the time because I'm using more and more and more of those things. The button bars to be calculated names and stuff like that. So and it's great because let's say I do a mistake. I do a mistake. Okay. Here I sit. Here you don't. You don't see the mistake, right? So here immediately I can see I have debug. Oh, I have something wrong here. What's wrong? Oh, okay, I forgot this. Okay, bam, back, right? So the show sample is very cool. So do we have questions?
We do have one on YouTube, yes, from Mr. David Sutton. Can you put a variable in the custom values?
No. Answer is get is when you say here, right? You cannot. It won't evaluate anything. So here, this will here the result you will get. Here the result you will get like this, right? Okay.
Yeah, I think he's exactly talking about that.
Yeah. This is what you will get. A text, it's text, it's pure text. It will,
yeah.
you want, but, whoa. Okay, break. I never said that we cannot do it. I never said that I never said we cannot do it. I said you.
Nick is pulling a fast one on us.
I never said we cannot do it because obviously, obviously you can do that, right? Yeah, Carl says okay. Carl said okay. That's a workaround for that. Tell me, SQL and custom function. No, I'm okay. In Spanish, they have an expression I love. Is estoy tomando tu pelo. Estoy tomando tu pelo. So I mean, I'm you know, I'm handing your what's the name? Oh, your hair, right? I'm putting your hair, you know. Yeah, taking you tomando your tu pelo. Yeah. Anyway, so now to be serious here. Yeah, we can do it, but that tomorrow, okay? That more advanced. I want to finish that presentation I have for today, and tomorrow we do things more hairy, and Monday we do more hairy, and you know.
We progress. We have one last
progress.
question.
Yeah, well, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
What happens if the value list grows or depletes? I don't quite know what he means by that.
No.
Can you expound on that, Michael?
Yeah, can you we need to what if the value list oh yeah, I know what it is, what it meaning. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, there's a way to do that here because you can add as many you want here. Okay. I can do another day. Let me prepare it for tomorrow. Okay. Let me make it for tomorrow. Okay. This, because I know what it means. Here are 3, but if I have 4, 5, 6, you know. So yes, that's a way to do it. It's a good question, by the way, and so I will make it for tomorrow. Okay. Promise.
It will get to you then tomorrow, Michael. Okay.
Yeah. I will improve my sample file with that. Okay, because there's another way here. That's another thing. How to get that working? Because obviously, it's working based on the name of the object. Because the activation of the segment is based on the name of the object, right? So if I name this active, right, how I can get it, if I change the value list, how I can get this working if I change the status to valid, for example. Okay? If I do this, it will break. But here, it doesn't. It works. It's still working. So why? Okay, that's the reason why. Let me put it back. That's the reason why. Because so this is a good technique that you can learn when you want to rely on names, but you don't want to rely on names. You need to convert the name, the volatile name, something that can change, in something that doesn't. I consider this button number 1, button number 2, button number 3. And I consider active to be the value number 1, the value number 2, the value number 3. Button 1, 2, 3, value 1, 2, 3. What I need to know is the word inactive, where it is positioned in my list. How to get the system to tell me that the word inactive is in the second position and not in the first or the third or the first or the third. So that's a calculation for that. And I have for that I will please Kyle for that. I have a custom function. Haha. I have my custom function. So you don't need to know how it works. Get value position. So it's very simple. This is what I'm looking for. This is the text I am looking in. And then you have all the thing doing, all the magic is here. I'm not going to explain that. You can look for it, and I'm going to show you how it works. So here, okay. So here, let's get this calculation, because I like it. It's clean. It's clean. We have the let statement and everything. So how that works? How I can convert something, right? So this is a button toggle, the toggle button number 0. Okay. So how it works? I have the toggle name is button toggle 1 point block. 1 point block. Why? Because I can have multiple buttons like that in one layout. I can have multiple buttons. So it's rely on names. So I cannot have multiple buttons toggle. I need to have a differentiation. So if I have another one, it's number 2, a 3, a 4, okay, etc. Okay, but this one is the first one. This is a search screen. I'm searching whatever in the status, whatever I'm putting in the status. That is the word I need to look for, and the value list name is status. That's the value list name. Then I said, the value list item, I want the value list, get the list of values. The list of values is whatever is in this value list here, okay, in status. Then I'm substituting, okay, I'm doing this to eliminate whatever separation. I told you that I can have here, I can go there and put a separator. And then it will screw up completely my life, because this will be the value number 3. And this now is value number 4. So, and I don't care about showing, I don't want to show thing here, right? And it's broken. See, it's broken here. So to prevent the thing to broke like this, okay, I have here, eliminate from the list the possibility, but here I need to remove it. So now it's back, right? See the show, you see the show, the show sample data, how cool it is. I was in layout mode, and I could see that broken, right? So so let's continue here, okay? So, and then I'm getting the position with my magic. So here I'm looking for whatever in the status. So if I say, it said the position 0 here, right? So but why say position 0? It should say position 1, but anyway. So whatever I look for inactive, okay, is in position number 2. And active is in position number 1. And disregard is in position number 3. So now I converted a name, a string, into a value in the value list into a number. So I don't care if the number change. I don't care if the number change, because now no, pattern count won't work. No, you can't pattern count. David Angels, can you use pattern count? No, I don't have my buzzer. No, you cannot, no, not work. So what, I'm saying that, but I need to. The custom function is because I don't remember this. No. You never use pattern count for that. What you need to David Angel. Escúchame, like they say here. Listen to me. When you want to position a value, you never use the value. You look for the separation. You look for the carriage return. Here, for example, see the position, and you count the what's the name? The number of characters. So actually, okay, you need to. I'm going to do a session for this, right? But anyway. So now for getting my active segments, I don't care about what is the value list. All what I care is that what I put in the status field to be which position it is. Here, right? First, second, or third. And here is button 1, button 2, and button 3. So if I change the value here, I don't care. As you know, just what I need is to be in the same position. That's it, right? So it's very cool. So if you don't have any questions, here we have. Is there a way to get the number of the button no. The number of the button, no, you cannot. Unfortunately, we cannot. We don't have the get active or get button. No, we don't have. The number. I can get the name of the button, but I cannot get. I can't get the. What's the name? I cannot get the number. We don't have this function, no. So instead of saying get value list in one, say get value list, no. And so, no, we don't have. But that would be cool, by the way. The question of Andy Weich, Weich, I think it's Weich, is German, no? Is there a way to get the number of the button in the button bar? You know, the number, no. Like we can get the number of a segment of a slide control of a tab. No, we don't have. So instead of saying get value list item 1, 2, 3, you could say get value list item button bar number. No, we cannot. So if you swap to active and inactive button position, the active and inactive label will stay in the position 1, 2. Yes, this is multiple separator works in custom values. Yes, I just did it. No. Multiple separated works in custom values? Yes. 1, 2, 3. Is there a way to keep it working if the value list name change? Okay, no. Okay, so here the catch in this. Okay, here the catch. I had the chance to work in the Silicon Valley for many times, and I worked for FileMaker for a software company that was building a software. Okay. And in my circle of friends, I have many developers. Oleg, Scott, and I have many developers. Clay, Adam, and many friends, developers, and they all told me something. Rule number 1: you never, ever rename something. You don't. You create aliases, right? If you need to, but you never rename anything. In the software, in the industry of software, this is a rule they have. You never. That's why sometimes when you see the name of file, you say, why they named this? We don't use that terminology since 200 years. But no, they can't rename things like this. You can't rename things. Yes, you are okay, Carl. I was sure what's going. Carl, yeah, we can do this. We can do the get ID. We can spend 2 months building something to prevent this to happen. Okay, you can. Yes, you can. But I explained that if you want to respect the rules, you don't rename anything. You don't rename anything that can break something. Okay. So you don't, okay? You don't rename. So fields you can, because normally you should use technique that won't break. But in the software industry, they have this rule where rule number 1, you never ever rename anything. Rule number 2, you never ever delete or remove anything. So that's why you retire things, but you don't delete and remove. You retire, okay? Because you don't want to spend time to you don't. At one point in your life, in the life of the file, you rename things, and you can spend a week and do this, right? Or delete something. But while you are building something, you don't rename and you don't delete. You retire things. So that's it. You just ignore. So it's a rule I have, and it won't make the thing dirty. It won't make the thing dirty. It will make the thing, if you need to change the name of the value list, you just create the same value list with another name. That's it. It sounds crazy. I know many people disagree with me, but many people never worked in the software industry. So I tell you what the software industry is doing. Now you do whatever you want, right? You're free to do whatever you want. Yeah. So Cal said, I always use ID and never use names. Yes, but I'm siding with label 404. I prefer a good name, and I prefer human names. When I say human names, I said no underscores and no abbreviations, and I prefer it's my personal choice. It's my way of doing things. I'm naming things. I'm using things like this on a very specific purpose. To get visually when you have a lot of those things, you can group them together and stuff like that. But otherwise, I'm using human names, and I don't rename things, and that's it. I tend to use FileMaker values. Okay, Ruben said, I tend to use FileMaker values instead of pattern count. Yes, filter value. Yes, because of Ruben. It's a good topic on this. The filter values. We can do a topic on. Actually, I'm going to write it down. This is a good topic. What we could use, and I'm going to write down here in there. Let's say we have a repeating field, repeating value virtual list, repaving virtual list, and we have a relationship, and this is pattern count versus filter value. They both have their advantage and inconvenience, but it's a good topic, so I wrote it down. Thank you. So,
real quick,
yeah.
Did you ever get Nathan's question? Is there a way to get the number of the button in the button bar? So instead of saying
I covered it.
I wasn't sure. I was busy juggling some other stuff.
Unfortunately, we cannot, which is a pain, by the way. It would be very nice to have it, but a FileMaker.
Such is the way of things. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Feel free to continue.
I hope So Karis is sharing the thing. Yeah, I mean, look, it's a good technique. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm not downgrading. I'm not saying bad thing on this. But I'll tell you something is that sometimes it's not necessary. To what I'm doing, you need to know. You want to know what I'm doing? I'm doing this. That's it. And I'm using this as a name of the value. That's it. I don't rename. Do not rename. I'm putting that do not rename. That's it. And the people knows that they don't have to rename things. So I tend to do that. So let's move on a little bit. I want to finish things. So we have this here working like this. So now you understand that you can use value lists at your advantage. So I wanted to show something tomorrow, but I'm going to show something here. Okay. So I'm going to start showing something. I want to show. I want to use. I have a date here. So I have a time frame here, and I have a date. Right. I have a time frame and I have a date. So I want this time frame here, and to be to tell me yesterday, today, or tomorrow. Okay, so I have those three terminologies. Okay, so but today I want to change this. Okay, so I have here what is English here. Today I want to do and overview. I want to change that terminology here. And do tomorrow, okay, I didn't change that, and overdue. Okay, so nothing got broken. Absolutely nothing got broken, right? It still worked. I changed on the fly. I didn't change any calculation. Okay, I didn't say, I didn't change any scripts, and I didn't change anything. Just I went to the values. I renamed it. I renamed things, right? I rename things. So how that is possible that I can just get the thing working like this, changing, nothing got broken. The conditional formatting still work. Nothing broken. Okay, and he got the right name for the right condition. Like tomorrow is 24, is tomorrow, right? 25th is later. Okay, 22 is yesterday. So it's still working. The logic's still working. Okay, so with the same kind of technique I used for this year, I don't care about what is in the name. I care of the position. I care of the value list. So I'm using the value list at my advantage. I'm using the value list as a easy editing system. Okay. So I don't, because I don't want to hard code this. Like go hard code, go there and say case, right? And you start. Case, and you start typing. So the date, date equal get current date and today. You want to do this? You want to do this and then say, okay, if this is, do you want to do this? No, you don't want to do this. You don't. You do it at one point, you have to, but like this. So I'm going to the database here, and I'm calculating my time frame. Okay, so, and this is a good way to organize your calculation, by the way. FileMaker, many of you don't know how to use FileMaker calculation the right way, and and I understand why. I'm using the Boolean. Okay, what the Boolean? So let me show you. You use FileMaker to tell you yes, no. Thumb up, thumb down. Okay. Look at this. 1 + 1 = 2. The answer is yes. It's true. It's 1. Thumb up. If I said this, FileMaker 1 + 1 was 3. No, it's not. It's not. Result is not 3. It's not true, right? It's not true. It is not. So this true. This no. This only. Okay. So using that technique of Boolean, the Boolean technique, yes, no. Okay. You can get your calculation much simpler than you think. Look at this. Yesterday, what the condition of yesterday? The get current date minus the date. So current date is today, okay? So the current date minus the date = 1. That if that is yes, if that is true, then that's yesterday. That means it's yesterday. Today is get current date equal date. Is that true? That today. And get current date plus 1 equal the date. That means tomorrow, right? And so now this, and if this not true, one of those three can be true. The three cannot be true. Only one. So you have a case. Look my case. If yesterday is true, is 1. Okay, I want 1, the number 1. If today, I want 2. If tomorrow, I want 3. If not of this, 4. Right? So look how this is freaking simple. I didn't say if the current date. No if. Forget the if. I just put the condition, and if the condition is right or no, if yes, no, then okay. If that's the condition, that is the condition of the Boolean. Yes or no? Tell me, is yes or is no? Okay. So then I say, if that yes, if that true, this, if that true, this, if that true, this, otherwise 4. So why I say 1, 2, 3, 4? Because I have my time frame variable. This is my time frame calculation, that's the calc, and I have my time frame variable. And look at this. I just say the get value. I want the get value, okay, of whatever number of this. So I'm going to the value list, and I say, okay, get the value 1, get the value 2, 3, and 4. So if I go to my value list, and I go to my value list time frame here, value 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Simple. So if I change this, if I change my time, bam, I change yesterday. If I change my time, bam, I change today and tomorrow and later. Okay, so this was for today. And I mean, this is really, really cool. Really cool, because I'm using value lists like, of course, imagine that you can have this as a related record value list. Okay, you can get this as a related record value list. You know, a record coming from a field that we are going to watch tomorrow, right? We're going to see that tomorrow. So you can get this to be something. You can get this to be context related. You know, you can change the context based on the. Can you imagine? So now you can get a picture of this. You use the value list to get the data. You know, to suck in the data. You use the value list, so you can get something extremely evolved here, and you can get kiss goodbye or to SQL and stuff like this, because you won't get something that's as great as this, because it's editable. It's editable. I can go there and I change my values, right? And boom, everything works. And before we go, the conditional formatting. That's why it's still working. It's still working because I don't care about the name. I don't care about whatever the word I'm going to use in the value list, because I'm relying on the time frame that relies the number 1, 2, 3, 4, and I change the color. That's it. So whatever I put there, I don't care. Later, tomorrow, I don't care, right? And I can even get something like this. I can change on the fly. I can change the language. I'm going to show that tomorrow. You know, I'm going to show that's French, Spanish, and English. I can get this done. I have no calculation whatsoever, no ifs, no cases, no SQL, nada, nothing. Okay. Yeah. Exactly, guys. So calculated field. So what was the conversation here? Calculated field for display custom function or calculated field in a script. Is that a good gist of this? Don't get calculated field for display versus custom function. Okay. Yes. I like to do this, or I like to have this kind of technique here. I'm doing that a lot. I'm converting. I'm relating. Okay. First of all, I'm a developer, and I'm working on many projects, not only one project. So I want something that I can say, oh, I need this, copy and paste in another file. So I need this to work in another file. Okay. And just what I need is to remap this, and voila, it will work. If I need this in another file, I just change this, and boom, everything works. And by the way, this will work automatically too. I can just go to another file, copy paste it, remap it, and boom, it will work. Okay. So, and by the way, I copied this in another file, and then I copied this in another file. It will work too, with the conditional formatting, with everything, right? So that's why I need something portable. If you have something completely hard-coded, if you want to hard-code this, it won't work. And of course, I need to copy the values too, right? But you know what? You know the point here. Thing like this time frame example make really nice add-on. Yeah, of course, but I'm not the add-on. Okay, we need to mention this to what's the name? Christian, which is the guru of add-ons, Christian and Calvin. So I'm going to relay this to them, and so because it's not my, I cannot do everything at RCC. I cannot wash the floor and build. So I cannot do everything. So Calvin, Christian, if you listen, talk to me, and we good, because I have plenty of things like this. I like the time frame. I like the time frame because today, tomorrow, I like something that talks human. I like something that talks human. Today, I know what today is. One, I don't know what one is. I like today's. Okay, today, tomorrow, yesterday. It makes the solution more friendly. More friendly. So, danger poison, yes. So I think we're good for today.
I think we are. This has been like a really great session, Nick.
Yeah, I love those sessions because I talk about something I know since 200 years. It reminds me my age, but I don't care. It's cool. It's something great. It's like talking about your childhood, right? It's the same. It's the same pleasure we have when I talk about things like this, like old stuff. I like it because and people, and to the sample, this. I knew the most advanced people, they don't even know about that. You don't even know about that. I knew, and so it's value list is. I'm going to show you the way I'm using value list, and you say, oh, that can be very helpful because value list has some cool attributes, and I can give you a hint for tomorrow and all days. Value list can jump context. That's very interesting. And jump a context and jump and goes to a context that doesn't have a relationship. So, and I'm going to show that next week. I'm going to show you something that will blow your mind about value list because many people doesn't know that we can do that. We can get something crazy or context related craziness far away in the database, and you can use it everywhere in the database and through the value list. It's very cool. It's very cool. So
yes.
Tomorrow we cool, Moki. Thank you, Moki. Yeah. Sometimes I'm doing cool stuff, and this is a cool session. I like it. Thank you. And so tomorrow, same time.
Yep.
Same place.
Yep.
Same time, same place. Okay.
And then more cool tricks that Nick can pull out of it, where people will be like, "What? I didn't know that existed."
Yeah, that I like. I like it. I like it. Oh yeah.
Seriously, okay. Nick, thank you so much. It's always great having you on. We will have you back tomorrow.
Yes. Thank you, guys. Have a great one.
playing. Calm, cool, collected, the quarterback. Great read, good patience. More importantly, great job up front protecting this quarterback to give you a chance. And that's all you can ask for.
Trying to rally down 10. 9:25 to go here in the fourth. Short motion by Amendola from the left. Brady takes the shotgun snap, stands in, throws it left for Amendola, reaches up and snacks a high throw and lands inside the 10, rolling to the 9. Ball slightly behind him, but Danny makes the grab.